we have gathered here today to, I'm going to say, praise. I actually liked this episode, and it shocks me to say that out loud. I am surprised. I didn't like all of it, and I definitely didn't like the opening scene. Uh,
Well,
but but
yeah,
when
I have thoughts.
you have thoughts, and I bet they're the same thoughts that I have. But let's
Mhm.
let's just say we are talking about Star Trek Picard, season 1, episode 7, and what is the name? Nepenthe.
Pente. Yeah.
Or do you want the positive name that I came up with, or the negative name that I came up with first?
Oh, give me the positive one first.
Riker and Troy steal the show.
Okay, that's good.
Which that might be
That's
like,
correct.
that might be backhanded, but they steal the fucking show, right?
Yeah, I think especially Jonathan Frakes.
Yes, yes. Although I think there's some justice for Counselor Troy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, the negative one is, so we're stealing from the Matrix now. We're just stealing from the Matrix to buy
I
meth. Because the show, when it's not in a cabin in the woods, it's back on the meth. Because we got to go, go, go.
yeah.
So much
Gotta fly
information.
through this plot.
They are flying through the plot at the speed of, I don't know, warp 11.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, and if you have
Yeah.
any other, I don't know, titles, what'd you think about this when you watch this?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's kind of odd because, still the plot stuff is moving so fast, but this was very clearly like a second half slowdown episode.
Yes.
Like normally in the pace of a show, this is the point when it's like, okay, we take a bit of a breather and like do some character stuff. You have that kind of smaller scale episode,
Yes.
right? Before you ramp back up into your final 3 episodes
Yes. We have 3 to
that
go.
we've got. Yeah. So yeah, it was just kind of odd to have so much kind of info dump
We've got like the
in that kind
main,
of episode.
we've got the main story. We've got like 3B stories.
Yeah.
We're skipping from the cabin, the Borg cube. We switch to a couple of places in the Borg cube. We have to go to Narek with his fidget spinner. We have to go to the La Serena. We're bipping all over the place. We're bipping to
Yeah.
a couple of places in the ship. We're bipping from Allison Pill getting space rabies to the Captain Wolverine smoking a cigar. Like, it's just, we're bipping all over the place.
Yeah. And it's that kind of show structure where it's like, oh, we have to check in with everybody.
Yes, we have to see what
Right.
Arya Stark is doing right now.
Yeah. When I think the episode would have served much better if it was pretty much entirely just stuff on Nepenthe.
Yes,
Yeah. And
because
maybe just a couple of things like, oh, what exactly is the Serena doing? Like we know they're en route there.
yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes,
we can check in with them and that's fine, just so they're not completely out of the episode. But yeah, and they're getting chased by whoever. Okay. But
yes,
otherwise, just again, for like a slow down episode, I think it should have been almost entirely contained to the planet and what was
yes.
going on there. And then a lot of that stuff would have had time to breathe.
Every single time they would cut back to Nepenthe, I felt like I was coming down from the meth, like it was a detox. Like I had time to breathe. Oh, this is familiar. This is good character stuff. Why couldn't this been the show? Like
Yeah, there's
characters
no like
interacting. It
Yeah.
was yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
And like and like Romulans don't attack in the middle
Yes.
to have a big action set piece. It's just hanging out on the planet making pizza.
Yes. And that is,
And it's like the closest we're going to get to playing baseball, I think.
ooh, Riker making pizza. Oh,
Is Riker living his maximum dad life,
in his space kimono making pizza.
making pizza in his outdoor pizza oven.
Yeah, and that is, I think that's a really good point. I hadn't made that connection. That Riker making pizza is as close that we're going to get to a baseball episode.
Yeah.
Mm.
Riker just living his dad life, being a middle-aged dad.
And doing the best
Making
he can. I mean, he's doing a good job. Like him and Troy actually seem like they're doing a good job parenting. And
Yeah.
And we are definitely getting ahead of ourselves. For structure, if we could, we cannot bip back and forth. I will go mad. I will go crazy.
We have to start. We got to start with our pre-credit. Well, there's actually a lot of pre-credit stuff. We got to start with the pre-credit stuff.
The pre-credit stuff bips to 4 scenes.
I checked the timeline. It was 10 minutes.
And yes, I did too.
Before the credits start.
I thought to myself, are we not getting the opening credits in this episode?
Because when the credits came on, I was like, oh shit, credits. I was like, wait, how long has it been?
Yes.
10 minutes. Now.
They check in to all of the stories before we get the credits. Normally there's I thought as soon as they stopped ripping off the Wachowskis that they were going to hit the credits, but no, we have to do. Did we get the multiracial firing squad before the opening credits, or was that after?
I honestly don't remember.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyway, okay. All right. So let's start with what 14 days ago in the Matrix when Allison Pill is eating her noodles.
Yeah. She's eating her noodles in Japan.
And Morpheus. Oh, I'm sorry. Commodore O shows up, and they.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've talked to you. You set the stage. Go for it. Let it out.
We get kind of a retread of that previous scene.
Yes.
When what's her name, head of Starfleet Security,
Commodore O or
Commodore O,
Morpheus,
aka Morpheus, shows up in her shades.
Yes. And we now know why she is wearing those shades.
Yes. Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's there, to talk to Dr. Girardi, only now this is our reveal scene to find out what she told Dr. Girardi that made Dr. Girardi murder Bruce Maddox.
Her ex-lover.
By pressing the kill patient button.
Slowly.
The kill patient slowly button. With the black veins.
Yes.
You turn black veins to maximum. Yeah. And that involves a Vulcan mind meld.
We get a mind meld, yes.
We get a mind meld.
And we get a scene from Saul.
We get, the real quick cuts.
Oh, and no,
various atrocities.
She showed her the ring. It's not Saul, it was the Ringu.
Yeah. Yeah, she shows her the ring video.
Yes.
With a bunch of incomprehensible, but nonetheless apocalyptic appearing visions. And it did psychic damage.
Yes, she failed. She failed her sanity check.
And then failed her don't vomit check. She does a lot of vomiting in this episode.
She really? Oh my! I didn't make that connection. Oh,
which is interesting.
Yes. Somebody's puke fetish.
I was going to say the writer's thinly disguised fetish. And then she pukes again. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, red velvet cake. Anyway.
Oh, but as a lot of things in the show, it was a little bit confusing to me. Since I mean, where were those visions like coming from? What were they?
We will get clarification next episode. I'm almost positive.
Okay, because I'm
We
like, it made it look like Commodore O could like see the future.
this she is seeing the future. She's seeing the very opening scene of episode 8.
Okay,
Yes. I'm using my out of game knowledge. I'm
all
sorry,
right.
but that is yes.
Because I'm like, I don't think Vulcans can see the future, but all right, whatever. Okay,
So
and
Morpheus info dumps into Allison Pill.
yes, an information upload
Yes.
via mind meld, and then literally offers her a blue pill,
Yes.
an actual blue pill to
As
take.
as it's cutting back and forth between Allison Pill and Commodore O, and you see Allison Pill in Commodore O's black glasses. You literally,
Yes.
they are reenacting the pill scene from the very first Matrix movie. If anybody else had done this, there would be a cease and desist sent to them, I think.
Yeah, I think it crosses the line from homage into just theft, I guess you could say, if you're being uncharitable.
The glasses,
Borrowing, if
the
you are.
pill, the secret knowledge, talking about
Yeah.
AI, like stuff about nature of reality that comes later in the episode, but better and not just whole cloth
Yeah.
cribbing. This is theft, not homage. So that's my
Yeah.
opinion.
And it's one of those things I always say when I'm watching a movie or a TV show is, don't remind me that I could be watching something better. Never do it.
It
So you got to be really, really careful with that sort of thing because
yes,
you might just make me think, oh, The Matrix, that was a pretty good movie.
it was a pretty good
Maybe I
movie.
should, maybe I should just be watching that instead.
I've not seen
Don't
Lower
make me do that.
Decks, but it makes me feel like a bit they would do in Lower Decks or
But it
like
could be.
Rick and Morty or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be a bit in a comedy show, but this is
Yeah.
played so straight.
Yeah. To where it would work is like a bit of parody or satire. Yeah.
But
But
you know,
it's just clear. It seemed like it was supposed to be like I don't know, a stolen virtue, I guess, from another franchise. That's kind of like, oh, you remember the Matrix? That was really cool,
it was really
right?
cool.
Maybe some of that'll rub off if we directly copy some of the visual language from those scenes,
And
right? Maybe
even
you'll like make some subconscious connection. You'll be like, oh, actually, I think this is pretty good, right?
and
But really,
even
you're just remembering the Matrix.
and it shows up on the board cube too with like some of the costumes and the action. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Do we have to complain anything else about the opening 2 minutes of the show?
No, that's all we get from that.
Okay.
And I don't know. Yeah, we don't really actually learn all that much. I mean,
Other than
whatever.
this is why this is when Dr. Girardi's alignment was set to chaotic evil
Yeah. Yeah.
because she has secret
That's it.
knowledge.
She saw horrors beyond human comprehension.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we go back to the board cube and the Serena,
Yes. There's
and they're
the
caught in a tractor beam.
caught in a tractor beam. Blah blah. Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
And then we go into the cube for some wanton cruelty.
We get our trans drone pilot operators. We get our liberal fascism.
Yeah.
So Hugh has stayed behind to face the music, and we have her name is Narissa, right?
I think so.
Okay, Narissa,
Yeah.
or as we call her, totally not Cersei, who
Mhm.
you could interpret her as dressed like Trinity.
You could.
You could, if you saw the opening scene that we just described, and she starts questioning Q in a halfway decent fashion, like where did they go, um, what's in that room, and then she literally says, "Bored," walks away, and
Yeah, I
her
laughed.
yes, and then her kill squad of lined up from darkest to lightest, so they look like a rainbow flag. You have black woman, brown dude,
Yeah.
white chick, gun down the XBs lined up because Hugh refuses to give the whereabouts of J.L. Picard. And I guess they didn't want to have a bunch of white people gun people down, that maybe they'd make the connection that they're doing Nazi shit. So maybe we obfuscate that a little bit by having, I don't know, people of color do the horrible shit to give white people who tend to do this horrible shit in the real world a pass.
Yeah, it could definitely fall into that category of having people of color demonstrate fantastical racism, right?
Yeah, and when I made that comment, I don't know, in the first episode, I didn't realize again how fucking right I was.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it in every fucking episode.
Yeah. That's
But
that's called diversity in casting.
yes, yes,
Makes the shareholders happy.
yeah. Here's your woke Star Trek. We get
Yeah.
black Nazis. Anyway, so and there was that, maybe one positive. It does kind of show right wing character trait of look what you made me do. Like that is,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm trying to think about the politics. It's not portraying evil Trinity. Maybe I should just start calling her evil Trinity. When she's dressed that way, I definitely will. But
Which,
showing your right winger mindset. Anyway, go ahead.
which again was just done better with when Gul Dukat and Cisco are stuck in a cave, and we get some nice long monologues
I want
from
more
Dukat
monologues in my Star Trek.
about how grateful the Bajorans should have been to be oppressed by a superior people,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and what a hero he is for killing less of them than the last guy did, and how everything bad that happened was their own fault.
Oh God. That's you're making me miss Gold Dukat.
And and again, yeah, again, don't make me think of a better show.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's fine. Whatever. She's an evil lady,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
She's evil.
He's a girl
And
boss.
just as kind of a side note, I don't know. I always like back in the TNG times, like the Romulans were always like kind of coldly calculating,
Yes.
not like kind of glib and sarcastic.
They're not like flippantly evil or
Like
like
bored. Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
That was so
yeah,
Cersei. That was so Cersei.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It just I would expect something just more cold and calculating.
Yeah. Because it's
But
evil
whatever.
stupid. It's
Yeah,
like she had an appropriate line of questioning, and then she was just literally bored, like too long didn't read.
yeah. It's just I don't know. It just seemed kind of lazy to me. But Hugh does not relent.
Yes.
And
Nevertheless,
then
he
she
persisted.
just gives up
Yes.
because she can't kill him because of a treaty that I think this is the first time I've heard about it.
Oh God, the treaty.
Some treaty
That was just stuck in there because they needed some kind of Star Trek reason why
that
she
why
didn't
she couldn't just kill
kick
or
him,
torture him or whatever.
like just kick him over the side of the railing, or the place that
Yeah.
probably had no railing. But anyway,
So there's some kind of treaty. Okay.
and she
So she has to give up.
and she mentions the treaty like 2 or 3 times, and then she's just kind of like, at some point in time, oh, fuck the treaty or whatever. Like, it's just, it's so not, it's just blah blah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's inconsequential. Like you said, just there to justify why she just leaves him
It gave him just
alone at that point.
It gave him just a little bit of plot armor to get him farther along in the episode.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Because then Elnor shows up
and does choppy chop. Or does he? Or
he shows up? No, he just shows up. It's unclear where he was or what he was doing.
Elnor was running.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. He was doing some ninja something, and then he appears.
Yes, a wild Elnor appears.
Wild Elnor appears, and then basically tells Hugh that he's going to stay on the cube,
and they're going to do adventures.
And yeah, because he wants to prevent something like this from happening again.
Yeah.
So he's picked up a new cause.
Can Elnor teleport?
It seems that way.
It does kind of feel like he's teleporting around that cube.
It's ninja vanish.
Indeed. Okay. So, and doesn't he finds a comm link, and he communicates to the La Sirena, and they have a little touching goodbye, and
we all think you're very brave.
We all think you're very brave, and he says good. He says like, "Good luck, kid." And I actually thought I heard him say, "Good luck, king." I thought he was using the kid's slang. I had to rewind it a couple of times, and I was like, "Is he saying good luck, king?" Like slay queen or some shit? But he said kid. I'm 99% sure. I almost put the subtitles on. Like, I don't know, but he was like, and then he lights his cigar, and we get the Picard horn, the like, I'm calling it the Picard horn because it just cut in like from the credits. We had to be reminded of the credits because we had not seen them in over 10 minutes.
Yeah. Triumphant yet wistful.
Yes. So, do we get the credits then? Have we?
That feels like it might have been about 10 minutes of episode.
Okay.
And maybe we did get the credits after that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, what order do we want to do this? Because I think next we actually do get to Nepenthe.
Yeah, next scene is on Nepenthe.
Okay, so
when they teleport in.
Okay, so let's get all the like bullshit out of the way, the because that's going to be the bulk of my negative stuff, because then we can just stay on Nepenthe, and I'm just going to have positive vibes. Is that cool?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we've got the La Sirena trying to get to Nepenthe. And they are being tracked somehow by Narek, and the way they shoot this, it looks like a car chase.
Yeah.
So,
and it's also again reminding me of Battlestar Galactica.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because
the early episodes of that where they're constantly being pursued, and they don't know how they're being tracked.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. Well,
but it did. I couldn't help but think, it's a little bit like that, but not, not criminal theft. I would say
it's not. It's not the opening scene.
It's not like that.
Yes.
They just reminded me of it.
Okay. Let's get the La Sirena stuff done, because stuff happens, but I don't think it warrants going back and forth.
That's true, because stuff happens, but not a lot of stuff.
Yes. Okay. So they're being, and what Narek is doing, one little thing, because I think it's funny as shit. I don't think he has any lines in this episode. I don't think
so. Maybe one, but
maybe at the very beginning they just cut to him in hot pursuit of the La Sirena, and he has a 3D printed fidget cube that is
Yeah.
exactly what my oldest daughter has one of these, except for hers is pink. And basically it's a cube, but if you like split it in half in whatever way, you just keep reforming the cube. And every
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what they're called. I'm just going to call them fidget cubes. So
That's what it is. Yeah.
he is, yes, he needs his fidget spinner. Otherwise, he can't do his hot pursuits.
Yeah.
All right, and that's all he's
Help
doing.
maintain his focus.
That's all
That's all
he's
he
doing.
does is fidget.
Yes, he maybe
Yeah.
gets a line. I don't know. He's just fidgeting. Anyway, on the La Serena, they are trying to get to the planet to get with Picard, but they're being tracked. They don't know how they're being. Eventually they figure out. Oh, we must be being tracked. Allison Pill remembers from the opening scene that she had a blue pill chewable version. So the pill is within the pill. We have pillception.
Yeah.
And she is struggling with all of the murder that she has done and the betrayal, and she is not having a good time. She is having some emotional outbursts. She is having the guilts. Maybe her alignment is shifting back towards good. Maybe. Captain.
But Raffi has a solution.
Cake.
They
go to Planet Cake. That is what I wrote down. Planet Cake.
Go to Planet. Because ladies love some cake.
I mean, I love cake. I really wanted that chocolate cake and milk. That sounds really good, honestly.
I want to replicate some cake.
Yes. So I thought that Raffi was trying to play good cop, but apparently she just was trying to please the white woman.
Yeah.
So apparently she did not, she fully trusted the white woman, and you're not supposed to do that as a person of color because history.
Yeah. Because from both of them, from both her and Captain Rios, I was kind of like, oh, have they kind of sussed out that it has to be her?
Because obviously it's her.
Yes. Like she's a last minute addition to the crew. Like she shouldn't really be there.
She showed up in the middle of a gunfight. She
showed up in the middle of a gunfight. That it's all very suspicious. I'm like, so obviously both of them are onto her, and they're kind of playing the soft game.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To feel her out and get her to fess up, or maybe she doesn't even know.
Yes.
And they're just trying to, but no, apparently that's not it.
Yes, the most conspiratorial minded person just goes into mom cake mode.
Yeah, which how much more interesting would that have been if she was just like, I think she's a Romulan agent.
I think and I'm going to give her snake. I'm going to get her high and feed her cake, and then she's going to fess up.
Which I initially thought they were going to go smoke some snake leaf.
Yes, I did too.
And she's like, I know, I've got what you need. And I'm like, oh, they're going to go smoke up.
They're going to go get lit and eat cake. I would have been on board for that, but they don't. She just goes into like mom mode.
Yeah.
It turns into the hell.
It's so weird.
Which is
it's so weird.
Not a good look.
She really is just, I feel sorry for the struggling white girl.
Oh no, she's crying.
And she's not like doing some kind of manipulative kind of, 3 steps ahead and around because she thinks, oh, she's somehow in on this, whether she knows it or not.
Yeah.
And she's trying to suss it out. No,
none of that happened. And then Rios kind of thinks that, but he totally thinks it's Raffi, the person he's like BFF with.
Yeah. And even when he's talking to Jurati, I feel like the actor was unconsciously informing his delivery with the knowledge that she was the person responsible.
I thought he was doing a head game. I totally did.
Yeah, because I thought he was being like a little too sympathetic.
Yes.
A little too, like he was trying to like coax her out.
Yes.
To say, but no, it turns out that wasn't it.
Yes, they were doing good and gooder cop. Like
yeah. Yeah, that they were taking the soft approach.
Yeah.
and that it was going to lead to, to her confessing or giving them, whatever information that helps them figure out how they're being tracked through her. I was convinced that they both had figured it out, again, because it's the obvious conclusion, and that
Yes,
they were both trying to work her
to try to
to
get
get to
her
the
to give,
bottom of
yeah,
it.
to try to get her to give information up. But that no,
Yeah,
no,
but that was not it.
no. Raffi was just thinking, I'm gonna fill her up with cake and put her down for a nap.
Yep.
And Captain Wolverine just had a false positive on his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I thought he was trying to set up like I thought he was doing something much more clever.
Yes.
He's like trying to misdirect where his suspicions are.
Don't give your
But
new
no.
characters that you're trying to get people to like the plot stupids. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, they had the plot stupids.
Yes.
They carried the idiot ball
Yep. Both of them.
in the episode.
And then
Yeah.
Dr. Girardi ends up feeling really bad, and she figured it out. That's great. That
Right.
she had the smart stick, and she goes and 3D prints some injectable Alka-Seltzer tablets so she can get the convulsing foam going.
Which I do want to say, I think the prop in that episode was an actual 3D printer, like a
Okay.
filament 3D printer. I instantly I think that's an actual filament printer
Okay.
that they used for the prop
They
because it
couldn't.
had like the armature and it had
Yeah.
the
Okay.
head
Yeah.
that the
Okay.
filament goes through. I think it was an actual 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. We can't do an
Okay,
actual.
whatever.
Anyway.
Whatever. She makes a hypo spray.
I'm glad that they still know how to do medicine in this show, but it's only the kind that almost kills you.
It almost kills you. And
Yes.
something I was unclear on was, did she make something that she thought would purge the tracking thing, or was she trying to kill herself?
Ooh, I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, now that you mentioned it, it's ambiguous. Was she trying to sewer slide or
Yeah.
expel the blue chewable tracking device?
Yeah. And I'm okay with that being ambiguous.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
I'm actually fine with that. I don't really need to know
that's fine.
100% because it's fair for that to be ambiguous, I think.
I agree. And then we find out that the EMH is just useless.
Yeah.
The EMH shows up and is kind of like, "Oh shit, should I tell the captain?"
He's no Robert Picardo.
He is not the doctor. He is I don't know.
That's why he's called the Doctor.
He is, yes. This is just kind of like, I don't know, the dude who shows up.
I like to imagine this is like the Timu version of your EMH.
Emu
Like
doctor.
he couldn't get an official one. It's like Starfleet technology or whatever. But he's like, oh, but he ran into some Ferengi traders, and they're like, oh, we have an authentic emergency medical hologram here for you to buy for, 20 strips of gold pressed latinum.
Yes.
He's like, oh yeah, that's fine,
Okay.
but it's
yeah.
just the knockoff version.
He won it in a handed dom shot.
He wanted a hand of Tom Jot with some saucy Nausicaans.
Yes.
And it doesn't. That explains why it seems to lose its memory when you disable it.
Or you turn it on and it's got to like fire up. And that's so he
You forgot about the murder that it saw.
Yeah. So the knockoff doctor notifies Captain Wolverine. He comes back and Allison Pill is in a medical bed in a plot coma.
Yeah.
And then that's all we got from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess it did break the tracking
Okay. So yes,
thing because we do get Narek on his ship and he's mad
he's mad.
because it ain't working no more.
He throws his fidget spinner.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
has a
know.
little tantrum.
I don't know if he actually does. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's mad, and it's clearly that it's not working anymore.
He chokes himself to soothe. Some self-joking to soothe himself. Anyway, So Borg cube, um, which is
Yeah, Borg
mostly
cube.
mostly Hugh and Elnor on the run with some Matrix action.
Yes, we have a Matrix fight scene.
Yes, in a hallway, and
We have a hallway fight scene where guns are useless.
yes, and our elven samurai is carving up the cops from the Matrix movie.
And yeah, he's ninja flipping and
Yeah,
spin chopping and doing all that stuff.
he's
I
doing
will
it.
say, I watched this with my girlfriend, and she's not seen any other episodes of the show. She's
Okay,
off this week, and I was like, I need to do my Picard homework. So you can either do something else, or you can watch a random episode of Star Trek Picard.
okay.
She was like, whatever. But
What's the
but
girlfriend
during
report?
but during the scene, she looked up and she sees Eldor, and she says, "Who is that Lord of the Rings guy?"
That could
And I was
almost
like,
be the name of the episode. Who's that
"Who
Lord
is
of the
that
Rings
Lord of the
guy?
Rings guy?"
Oh, that's
So I told her it
perfect.
was Elnor, and she's like, "Oh, he even has a Lord of the Rings name." And I was like, "He does. You are correct."
Yes, yes,
And then she said, "He looks like Orlando Bloom."
yes,
And I was like, "Correct on all three counts.
yes,
You picked up on what they were putting down."
yes. I didn't connect. I didn't make the connection that he looks like a browner Orlando Bloom. He really does.
He's definitely got that vibe.
Yeah, he does. Um,
Yeah. Yep. Lord of the Rings guy.
anyway, so not really much happens other than they had to drop a bridge on you.
Dropped a bridge on Hugh.
Mhm.
Uh, my notes I wrote boo with like ten O's.
Boo.
Boo.
Oh,
Boo.
one of my favorite characters in this series gets killed with a tiny dagger to the
Uh,
neck.
yeah.
So Ilnor and Narissa have to have a Mortal Kombat style punch fight that ends
Yes. No
with
weapons.
no weapons, only punching. Um, no fox, no pistol.
Yeah. Final destination only. No items.
No items, no.
Yeah.
So they
Fox only.
yes,
Yeah.
they fight, and she teleports away as she throws a dagger, and Hugh gets dead. And
Yeah.
that's about all that happens in the cube, I think.
And that was after before that fight scene, like Hugh he said something. I forgot the exact line, but I was kind of like, all right, yeah, let's do some badass Hugh. When he was basically like, I know all the secrets of this Borg cube,
Mm.
and I'm gonna take it away from them.
He could be a wizard.
And I was like, oh man, I was like, yeah, let's do it,
Oh man, what if he
right?
started doing like Borg tech and like he gets his
Oh,
he gets all
like
like
crazy shit's happening.
he gets Rick and Morty shit.
Oh man, oh that would have been crazy.
I'd allow it. No, he just
There's
gets
just all this crazy Borg shit happening. Yeah, all that advanced technology they've got. I don't know. It could have been really fun,
I
but
didn't
no,
think about
he just
that could have been cool. Yeah.
that would have been neat.
No, they
Yeah,
just killed him.
no, he just died.
Is that it in the Borg cube?
At the end of that, Elnor, like, I guess he signals the Fenris Rangers
Okay, that makes
because he's
sense.
got a doodad that
He's got
says Fenris on it, and it
okay.
goes beep beep beep.
Where do you get the doodad from?
Okay, I'm glad you're asking because I don't know, and I thought I must have just missed it.
Did how did it? How was it? Did Picard put that there?
Unknown.
So
Answer unknown.
okay, Seven
He had it.
gave that to Picard, right?
Oh, okay.
So it was from okay.
Yeah,
So Picard left that for
yeah,
Elnor. It could have been better to just hand that to him when
yeah,
right before he went to the portal instead of leaving it dangling somewhere for him to maybe not find the cube is big. I'm just
quite
saying.
big, and it all kind of looks the same, and
Yeah.
a lot of broken up outlines and
I mean,
weird stuff.
what if it like somebody drops it and it gets like kicked over the side?
I write there are no railings or anything like that.
There's none of that.
It's just going to fall into a giant chasm
It's
and then
gonna
fall for like a mile and a half or whatever.
yeah. Is there a bottom to the cube? Does it get shit out into space? I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's. Okay, so that's all the. I think that's all the negativity. I think.
Okay, all right.
Um, so let's go. Let's go to Nepenthe if we don't have anything else to like be nitpicky or critical about.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, so we go to Nepenthe, the planet that Picard and Soji get to via space magic or board cube magic, and they go to the Ewok planet and immediately get harassed by an Ewok.
I put in my notes they have a random encounter with a wood elf.
Or where the wild things are. Like,
So what are you humans doing on this land? You defile the land with your cities.
yes, okay,
You will not
so
defile the woods. Yeah,
so
you're attacked
they
by
a random middle schooler.
a yeah.
Which okay, so I do have a little bit of a gripe. I never looked up. Okay, so they encounter Riker and Counselor Troy's, or I guess Deanna Troy's, I think middle school age daughter. Um, I meant to look up how old the actor actually was at the time of this show. I never did, so I don't know how old she actually is. Um, so
Yeah.
I have a gripe that you constantly have in shows people portraying people who are younger than them, so we don't actually know how old this kid is because
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like that is an you have like 30-year-old people playing high schoolers. You have 18-year-olds playing I don't know 13-year like it's like just constantly I have it is an observation that Hollywood does not know what a teenager actually looks like. So,
Right.
but at the same time, I have a 12-year-old, and she is in a bit of a 1 minute she's a teenager and another minute she's an elementary school kid.
Okay.
So I think developmentally there's this ugly duckling phase, and I actually afterwards I actually like how they did it because sometimes she was too cool for school, and then other times she is completely comfortable with cosplaying.
Yeah, and she still kind of had a kid's room.
Yes. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
she is very sheltered because she just lives with her parents on an Ewok planet. Um,
Yeah.
so, but anyway, I don't know. I I actually, if we had just been on Nepenthe, I probably would have just said, "Hey, I actually like this episode." Um, I,
Yeah, I think it would have been fine.
I don't know. Your mileage may vary. So, um, Anyway, I've been talking a while. You know, you you talk. I need a drink.
Oh, we get, I forget the daughter's name.
Mm,
Um, we do have a funny bit where she's got her little bow and arrow, and Picard helpfully recommends that she shoot him in the head
yes,
because he has a robot heart.
he has a robot heart. Yes, which that I feel like that most of the interactions were pretty natural and, dare I say, kind of Star Trek. Like, it felt like Deep Space Nine. Like, I feel like they teleported down to planet Deep Space Nine.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and it was buoyed up by having some actors who knew their assignment.
Yes.
Um, and of course, Jonathan Frakes, he's just reliable.
Yes. He was doing, I
Um,
think, some of the best Riker.
and yeah, and it was a case where I'm like, yeah, I buy that this is Riker.
Yeah.
I'm actually buying it.
It felt like so anyway, so they get down to the planet. They meet Riker and Troy's kid, and you immediately, like, she doesn't know who Captain Picard is. She's
Right.
like, "Who is this guy?" And she immediately kind of doesn't like him because everybody hates Picard. And I
Yeah.
can't remember her name. It starts with a C, but anyway, plucky middle schooler and Soji, they pair off and start talking. And I honestly think they had some really good interactions. Things felt natural.
Yeah, it was all right. And there was kind of that vibe of, yeah, like a sheltered younger girl,
Yes,
and now here's an older girl, and she probably doesn't get to interact a ton with girls, close approximating her peer group, or older, that who aren't like her mom.
she
You know what
doesn't
I
have
mean?
any friends.
She doesn't have any friends. She's LARPing in the woods
She's cosplaying.
alone.
She yes, and I honestly think it would have been kind of cool if she was like embarrassed. Like, you're not supposed to see me filming my Darth Maul warm up scene. You're not supposed to see me using I don't know, a mop as a two double sided lightsaber out here. I'm
Out
embarrassed
there,
now.
she's out there doing like future TikToks.
What up, fam? I'm on the Ewok planet doing
Yeah,
doing bows and arrows. Like and
yeah.
subscribe.
She's out there doing content.
She's out there doing she's got content brain. And then
Yeah,
and then an old shows up with, a robot girl. But
yeah,
they have interaction. They go and find a cabin where Riker and Troy have made a life together, and there's a lot of, I don't know, heartwarming reunion scenes and so forth. And I genuinely like this part. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know, like, if you were like, "Boo, I hate nostalgia," or what. But anyway, go ahead, speak your piece.
I I always am a little bit, because I do kind of consider it like kind of fan bait,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, but I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like grotesquely executed. Um, and like I said, I think they did a good job of making it seem kind of believable that yeah, they live in a cabin in the woods on some fucking planet, like a rustic and relatively low tech cabin, aside from aside from its secret shields and whatnot,
It's death weapons.
aside from the secret death weapons, which again I'm kind of like, well, okay, right, it makes sense because he explains that he's still in Starfleet,
Yeah,
he's just on reserve
yeah,
or whatever, he's not retired.
yeah. He's still in the game.
Um,
He's just taking a break because reasons.
yeah, and he could probably call him up and be captain of a ship whenever he felt like it,
Yeah.
right? But just doesn't feel like it. He wants to hang out in his cabin and he wants to make pizza
Yes. Yes.
because they're still working through the trauma of their dead son.
Yes. They have they have two children, and one was it an older son or a younger son? Well, he would have been 18, so, and she's in middle school.
Yeah.
Okay, so their older son, Thad.
Thad is what I heard.
Okay, Thad has passed away due to some sort of synthetic based or silicon based plot disease.
Yes.
And
Which I did not like that.
I didn't like it. I didn't mind that the kid dies of plotitis. I wish it would have just been a tragedy unrelated to the synthetic life ban, because
Yeah.
he would have been able they would have been able to treat a disease if they'd had a positronic matrix to do a blah 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 flimity flume, and it would have cured him. Instead, they had to go to indoor with their regenerative soil. They had to get Crunchy Mom instead of, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it felt very very kind of hammered in to
It
try and
did.
make it connect
Yes.
to this, and it was unnecessary, and it was scientific gobbledygook,
Yes.
like all the android stuff is in this
All,
show, and I didn't need it, and I think it
all
kind of undercut
yes.
the dead son kind of angle.
Yes. Yeah. 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 The 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 okay. The Android stuff that I actually did like was, I liked that Counselor Troy actually used her psychic abilities and her training to read that she appears human. She is giving emotional responses. She's very lifelike, but I don't sense her. So to me, I know something's up. It was an appropriate use of her abilities on her character sheet. So I was like, okay, that works.
And
Go ahead.
and similarly, we get a sequence later where Riker has basically figured out the entire plot.
The best scene in the show.
Just on kind of just the ambient information and what's going on. And it's kind of like, yeah, these are like serious professionals with a shit ton of experience, and they've seen some of the weirdest shit
This
that's ever happened.
Yes. And at one point in time he goes, "How am I doing so far?" And I thought, this, like, is he ad-libbing this? Like, it felt so natural. It was a combination. I'm telling off my dad because I'm tired of dealing with his shit. / I am dealing with parenting, being a husband in the middle of nowhere, and I'm still trying to help, but Picard knows best, and I'm kind of tired of it. And it's this, like, I actually loved that scene. If this was the show, if the show was the next generation, it would be good.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that show. We just got this episode.
No. Yeah. Just this episode.
Yes. So, and he's doing this entire thing while he's cooking a fucking pizza, and
while he's making his pizzas.
Epic dad. Like, it just worked. It worked for me.
With his apron and his beard.
Yes.
And he's dadding all over the place.
He's just dadding all over the place.
And I found it pretty believable. as a future Riker.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, this kind of makes sense.
And also, just, it hit with me as a parent that there is this juggling, this spinning plate, trick where you're trying to deal with juggling, being a parent, being a partner, being a person with human needs, and then, we have to deal with our parents or some other family thing or some kind of work thing. And it came off as very human and very like relatable. I found Riker very relatable, as you
Yeah,
know.
and
Yeah,
yeah, and again, a lot of credit to Jonathan Frakes.
yes. Um, the the stuff with Deanna Troy, I liked it. It was a little frustrating because I do feel like that she's doing what her mom did with kind of denying things.
Oh,
With like she is
hmm.
more because her mom. There was an episode of Next Generation where there was a brother that she had that died, and then
Oh yeah,
they just never talked about that kid
yeah,
that died, and it can be kind of it can be frustrating when stuff that you've dealt with you pick up inadvertently, from
yeah,
your parents, and
yeah,
she's doing it, and she takes the opportunity to go into counselor mode slash threat assessment to protect her daughter from this potentially rogue android. I kind of feel like that they went into mom and dad protect the young, which
yeah,
is what I have found me and Jess do. That it's like, oh, is it now time to go to war with the school? I don't want to tangent, but like
yeah,
periodically, I will mention to Jess, do we have to go to war now? Um, like it's just kind of a
yeah,
shorthand that do we have to like figuratively whoop somebody's ass now?
yeah.
To protect our kids. It's something that comes up, and that's how I read the vast majority of that because they want to help Picard, but at the same time they're more than a little irritated that they brought this to their door.
Yeah, because there is maybe some of that sense that maybe someone should take Dad's keys away,
And there is that too.
right?
So yeah, you have this generational. He is the father figure because I would imagine because they were Picard was their work dad,
Yeah,
and now they're in the middle dealing with their ailing captain father and dealing with their grief of their their son that has died and trying to raise their too cool for school cosplaying daughter.
yeah,
So, and it's a lot, but I actually, hey, I liked it. I wish it was the entire show. You know, it was a breath of fresh air from all of the I don't know torture porn stuff from some from episodes gone by.
Y- yeah. All of the really kind of heightened stuff, and that was again like what I liked about the previous episode, the stuff with Hugh and Picard
Yes, yes,
when they're on the Borg ship, and I'm kind of like, oh, I wish there was more of this. You
yes,
know, this kind of quieter stuff. It's getting closer to some philosophical ideas. You've got some character stuff happening. And it all feels a lot weightier than a hallway ninja fight,
with
which I've
that.
seen a million times, and I have seen done better.
Yes, from that one
So
movie.
from that one movie,
Yeah, yeah,
or innumerable Hong Kong movies before that. It's or John Wick, whatever, right? Um, yeah, that's more interesting to me.
yes. And there was a scene that it made me think justice for Counselor Troy. Um, I have heard that people, and watching the Next Generation more recently, I feel like that they made her actually good at her job in this episode and had her
No,
she she was actually like doing her job, and it was done in
yeah,
a
I see what you mean.
it actually done in a way that made her a character instead of someone to dress differently on the bridge and be pretty. Um,
Yeah.
so, and there was also an instant. It made me think justice for Deanna Troy, because they're like some of the other like YouTuber people that I follow. They've been pretty critical of her as like a character that is given stuff to do, and I
For
largely
sure.
blame that on the 80s slash 90s slash bad writing slash Rick Berman. Um,
Yes. Yeah,
so
that's a writing problem.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same kind of stuff that gave us Code of Honor. Um,
Yeah.
so, and the same kind of stuff that, some of the kind of not so great stuff in this show. Um, but specifically, the part where Soji is having an existential crisis. She doesn't know if she's in a simulation or not. She doesn't know if she's in the Matrix. She doesn't know what's real. She doesn't know if she's real. What does that even mean, dude? I totally need some snake leaf right now and some cake. Um,
Yeah.
and and Troy is doing her job and trying to comfort her, but also see what's going on with her. I took it as she's trying to determine, do I need to get this robot girl away from my daughter also a little bit? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but also, she goes into counseling mode, and Picard just comes up and gaslights and cracks wise all over her. And yeah, all this is just a simulation. Walk it off, toots, and comes off as dickhead
Yeah.
grandpa. It really came
Yeah.
off like that, and I liked it. And he Soji shoves Jean-Luc Picard, and I think that Jonathan Frakes was right behind him in case the 20-year-old actress did not shove the 80-year-old Patrick Stewart and cause him to break a hip.
Yeah. Just shoved him in the right spot to shatter his aged bones.
Yes, and then it's like, oh, I guess we're not
Completely on accident.
we're not getting a season 2, kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Um, but I really liked the scene, and then Counselor Troy was basically defending Soji, putting Picard in his place, and basically saying, I might, she's basically like, this isn't very professional, but you had it coming. You totally
Yeah.
just gaslit her, and, you know, said her worst fear that she was having right then and there. And Counselor Troy puts him in his place and defends this three-year-old android girl. And it gave her something to do that she really never got in like 7 years of Next Generation.
True.
So, because she was too busy doing yoga with Dr. Crusher in the hallway.
In that little tiny room with the
Yes,
mirror on
with
it,
the mirrors, yeah.
with the butt mirror. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
And eating
which
chocolate
that,
cake with Worf.
yeah. And that ties in with, I forgot to mention earlier, right after they meet the daughter, like Picard just kind of offhandedly and thoughtlessly outs her as an android.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, which seems kind of monumentally careless.
And, maybe it's because Grandpa's brain isn't working as good as it used to.
He does have brainitis.
And, Grandpa's a little blunt now because his prefrontal cortex is breaking down.
Yeah, he says things that he might not have
Yeah.
when he
So,
was a little bit younger.
yeah. So yeah. One other thing about the whole like robot girl thing, the interactions between the little cosplayer and Soji, like her kind of thinking out loud about how her parents described Data to her. It's like, so you got mucus and spit. Yeah, Data'd make an android with with mucus and spit. And just the way that she described it, I was like, okay, this is what we needed forever ago in episode 1.
Yeah.
Like, just like it's hand wavy, but at least there is like thought put into it a little bit. That, yeah, Data would try to make an android that would be indistinguishable from anybody else. Because that was the thing that he wanted. He wanted to be a real boy for 7+ years in the show.
Right. He would have wanted mucus.
He wanted mucus. He totally did.
The only thing, something I wanted from that scene, I wanted it to pan over and for it to have a poster of Data. Like a Tiger Beat fold out Lieutenant Commander Data poster.
a data shrine. Hottest Starfleet commanders.
Yeah.
Data. that would be the lower decks bit.
That would be like a lower decks bit. It really would.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to watch that. Anyway. Is that? Oh, I have some other things, but any?
Oh, there's the true tragedy of the episode.
Uh-oh.
So Riker burns his pizza.
Oh. Riker burns his pizza. Oh, yes.
He burns his pizza.
I like he was like, the burnt tomato, like he had the dad explain what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had to give everyone the status update.
Okay, yep. Pizza's okay. Pizza. It's gonna be okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
We don't have to use the replicator tonight.
Like everything, like did you like the episode?
I liked it okay.
Okay.
I mean, and again, it's kind of on a scale, so it was on balance one of the better episodes.
I think that if you just had the cabin stuff, it would be the best episode in the series thus far of 7 episodes total that we have watched.
Yeah, I mean, an episode where nobody commits murder, Riker doesn't pew 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 anybody.
I am glad that they immediately didn't like break out like phaser shotguns or shit.
I thought for sure like Romulans or somebody was going to attack.
I was kind of waiting for that too.
And we were going to get some kind of action scene, but we didn't. And I'm like, that's some uncharacteristic restraint. So that, yeah, it's no gratuitous action scene, just gratuitous pizza making.
Okay. And yeah, that was good.
I'll take more gratuitous pizza making.
Okay. I've got a couple things that are like kind of tangential that I want to make sure that I bring up that don't matter at all. But anything else you want to talk about, complain about?
Wasn't it? I forget what episode it was, but wasn't there an episode of TNG where there's just a little bit where like Riker bought some eggs on some planet and he tried to make scrambled eggs? Was that him?
Maybe. I have no fucking clue.
And they were terrible?
Maybe. I don't... Did he do cooking in the show?
Yeah, there was an episode where he made scrambled eggs.
Okay.
He bought some weird eggs on some planet or starbase. And he made scrambled eggs for everybody and they were terrible.
Okay, thank you for that. Anything else about this episode that you want to mention?
So just to tie that in, I'm like, there's something consistent in that. He continued his interest in learning how to cook.
Yes, it's character development that we didn't get to see.
He became a pizza chef.
Okay, yeah. Riker's Pizza Kitchen. So,
score 1 point.
Okay,
character consistency.
Okay, I have a I don't know if this is like a philosophical question or whatever, like in search of objectivity, which is a lie when it comes to criticizing art, but are the characters good or are they wearing me down? And that is something that I really wondered about Voyager. But if you think about like Deep Space Nine, I'm like, no, all of these characters are really well written and awesome. From
Oh yeah.
your barkeep to to any character, like any character, all of the characters are good, and I'm like, oh yay, it's Nog, it's Quark, it's
Yeah,
Odo, yay.
and even the ones that you hate.
Even the one,
Yeah.
yes, it's like, oh, Grand Nagus, what's his name? Oh yeah, it's Quark's mom. I love it.
It's,
Do all the Ferengi shit all the
it's
time,
Kai Wynn is here, and I hate her,
but it's going to be a
but
good episode.
but it's gonna be good
Yeah,
because Louise Fletcher is really good at that.
yeah, but like,
Yeah. So yeah.
you have
Here's
somebody,
Picard. What's he up to?
yeah, like you have somebody like Neelix in Voyager, which is like your space clown. There are good Neelix episodes, and it's like it was more of an interaction between Neelix and Tuvok,
Yeah.
that it would work. But it's like, is this show good, or am I just getting used to it? Like
Oh yeah.
there are good episodes in it. So I don't know where this is the first time that we see old characters from the original series, but also like new ones. Like, is Soji? Do I like Soji because she's got more going on than say Raffi or Captain Wolverine? And I use her name instead of I don't know, Robot Girl. I do call her Robot Girl, but like I definitely like her better than Evil Trinity or
Oh
Timu
yeah.
Cersei.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Like, she's got more
Yeah.
going on.
She does. She's got more going on, not just plot wise, but internally.
Yeah,
She's got stuff going on, and that does make her more interesting.
yeah, but it's like,
But
is she wearing me down?
right. Mm, yeah, I don't know. That
And
could be.
and there is something that hit me. She is all she Most of the show, Soji has been dressed in like a Venture Brothers work suit.
Yeah.
And it really hit me. It really hit me. She's dressed like Kaylee from Firefly,
Oh.
like Frumpy. And then it hit me. Kaylee is dressed like Ripley from Alien.
Oh well. Uh, Also true.
So, yes, Ripley and
Yeah.
Kaylee. So, but that's not directly ripping off motherfucking Alien.
Right.
It's, yeah.
Yeah. That's all. That's all fine.
So, but anyway, like, I don't know. Like, that's done more. That's tasteful. That's that's actual homage and not like just straight up like thieving. Not that I'm being catty about how the robot girl dresses or whatever, but it's just kind of, I appreciate that they're not like, hey, we gotta make the young a piece of tail dress sexy, like, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, they are frumping her up with her work clothing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just
Yeah.
a bit of I don't know, internal sexism that I have to exercise. I have to comment about her dress, her attire. Anyway,
That's because it's woke Star Trek, and
yeah, we have to have every shade of melanin in our firing squad represented. That's the best
women
kind
have
of
to be frumpy.
yes. Anyway, is that it?
Yeah. Um. We get the only other thing is we get kind of the end of all that of all the Nepenthe stuff where they figure out what planet
Yes.
she's from.
And that's actually something that came up last week that we didn't mention. Like, we neglected
Oh,
that the meditation was to get the robot people, like where she came from, where Soji and Daj came from.
yeah,
Where the robots at.
presumably to genocide them.
Yes, yes, they have to go do murder. They have to go do cruelty over there.
Yeah.
So, um, which,
But yeah, the Romulans didn't get the complete picture, I guess. They just know about the
yeah,
two moons and lightning,
uh,
which I mean, it seems like that might narrow it down, but space is really fucking big.
it's
So,
really big.
but the daughter's able to figure it out with the assistance of an off-screen character. But whatever, we get there.
It's fine. It's fine.
We we get the info we need to move the plot
All right.
and to
So,
get them off the planet.
anything else, or are we ready to land this ship?
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay. Future people, watch this or not.
Mm.
Whatever. Whatever. Present people, thank you for listening. K, thanks. Bye.